Today, we're diving deep into the incredible engine that powers your every single move, from the tiniest blink to an all-out sprint. We're talking about the muscular system. I mean, really think about that for a second. Everything you do, whether you're thinking about it or not, is driven by this unbelievably complex engine. But what exactly is that engine? Well, it's not just one thing. It's this huge, interconnected system. And get this, that's how many individual muscles are packed into your body, over 650. It's a mind-boggling number, really. It's this massive network that actually makes up almost half of your body weight. And you can see here, we're not just talking about the muscles you see at the gym, like biceps or abs. No, this is a full body web of tissue that literally wraps around your entire skeleton, giving you shape, keeping you stable, and, of course, giving you the power to move.
So, when we say the word muscle, what are we actually talking about? You might think a muscle is just a muscle, right? Well, it turns out not all muscle is created equal. The whole system is split into 3 very distinct types, and each one has a super specific job to do.
So here are the big 3: cardiac, skeletal, and smooth muscle. Cardiac muscle, that's exclusively for your heart. Skeletal muscle is what you use to move your bones, the stuff you control. And smooth muscle, that's kind of the unsung hero, working away inside your organs and blood vessels without you even knowing. And if we zoom way in, under a microscope, you can see just how different they're built. Skeletal muscle on the left has these long, striped or striated fibers. Now compare that to the smooth muscle on the right. It's, well, exactly what it sounds like, much smoother. And that basic difference in their design is everything. It's what lets them do such wildly different jobs. And if you look at this breakdown, maybe the biggest, most important difference is control. You consciously decide to move your skeletal muscles to walk or pick something up, but your smooth and cardiac muscles, nope. They work completely automatically, handling all the life or death stuff, like pumping your blood and digesting your food, without you ever having to give it a single thought. Pretty amazing, right? All right, so muscles help us move. We get it. But that is just scratching the surface. They are absolutely central to dozens of other vital functions happening inside of us, many of them totally invisible. You know, I love this quote from Medical News Today. It just says it all. We take it for granted, but every single heartbeat, every breath you take, even your eyes focusing on these words right now, all of it is powered by the muscular system. Just look at this list of hidden jobs. The diaphragm, that's a big dome-shaped muscle under your lungs, and it powers every breath you take. Smooth muscles are constantly working to push food through your digestive system. There are 6 tiny little skeletal muscles around each eye that let you track and focus. They are truly the body's ultimate multitaskers. And here is a wild fact for you. Up to 85% of the heat your body produces comes from your muscles contracting. You know when you're cold and you start to shiver? That's literally your skeletal muscles firing over and over again on purpose to generate heat and warm you up, your own personal thermostat. Okay, so these muscles are basically multitasking geniuses. They move us, they keep us warm, but how does the body actually tell them what to do? How does a simple thought like, I want to take a step, become a physical action? Well, it's all about an incredible system of control and communication. And it all boils down to that key difference we talked about, voluntary versus involuntary. You make a conscious choice to pick up your phone. That's voluntary control. But you don't have to sit there and remind your heart to keep beating or your stomach to digest your lunch. That's the magic of involuntary control. And for any voluntary move you make, the pathway is just remarkable. It starts as a signal in your brain's cerebral cortex, which then zips down your nerves like a lightning bolt and arrives at the exact muscle fibers it needs to activate. It's an insanely fast and precise electrical command. But hold on, it gets even more specialized than that, because even within those skeletal muscles, not all the fibers are the same. Some are built for endurance, like a marathon, while others are built for pure explosive speed, like a 100-meter dash. This is where we get to meet slow twitch and fast twitch fibers. Think of slow twitch as your marathon runners. They use oxygen really efficiently to give you long-lasting energy for stuff like jogging or cycling. Fast twitch fibers, on the other hand, they're your sprinters. They give you these incredible, powerful bursts of energy for jumping or lifting something heavy, but they get tired out much, much faster. And this is why this stuff really matters in everyday life.
As we get older, our bodies naturally start to lose those fast-twitch fibers more quickly. Keeping them strong is so important because they're what you need for those quick reactions, like catching yourself if you trip. So, training for power and speed isn't just for athletes. It's for staying stable and safe your whole life.
All right, now for something really cool, kind of a secret. All those complicated names for muscles, they're not random at all. They're actually a code, and each name describes that muscle's superpower.
Seriously, once you learn how to crack this code, anatomy gets a whole lot less scary. Each name basically tells you a little story about the muscle's size, its shape, its location, or what it actually does. Let's take an easy one, the triceps. Tri means three, and seps comes from the word for heads, or origin points. So the name literally tells you it's the three-headed muscle in your arm. See? Simple. And this code is everywhere. Maximus means large, as in gluteus maximus. Your shoulder muscle is called the deltoid because it's shaped like a triangle, or a delta. A pectoralis muscle is in your chest. And a flexor, well, its job is to flex a joint. All of a sudden, it all starts to make perfect sense.
So let's bring this all home. The big takeaway here is that your muscular system isn't some static blueprint you were born with. It is a living, breathing, and unbelievably adaptive engine.
And as Nebraska Medicine points out here, yeah, your genetics might give you a head start as either a natural sprinter or a natural endurance athlete, but that is not the end of the story. Age plays a role for sure, but the most powerful factor you can control is your fitness. The training you do can have a huge impact on how all your muscle fibers work for you.
The bottom line is this: your muscles are constantly listening. They are responding to every single demand you place on them, every single day. They are literally designed to adapt, to get stronger, and to become more efficient. So the only question left to ask is, what are you going to ask of them today?